Hello there, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a mod overview. This is called the Plantsim Power mod by Zantac. It is on Mod The Sims. I have had this mod before, but I never really used it because I don't play with Plantsims that often. If you're not familiar with what Plantsims are, or if you don't really use them, they came with the University Life expansion pack in The Sims 3. They did have some cool features to them, but they definitely could have used a bit more of like Plantsim powers to kind of be one with the elements and nature and everything, you know, that's green around them, since they are plant themselves technically. They don't have hunger or bladder need, and if you are familiar with them, like The Sims 2, they have a water need instead of hygiene, so they have to stay hydrated instead. This does come into play with the mod itself because the water need actually is what is being drained when they use their powers. So I'm just going to go over this. I'm really excited. I have a sim here. Their name is Ivy Vines, and they are a Plantsim, of course. We are in Dragon Valley right now, and they actually do have someone they know. I think it's Morida, and she was kind of like compatible with her romantically. I'm probably just going to invite her over. We're kind of go into town and just start showing off some things. So let's get into this. So for the first part of this mod, they have this option to make a plant grow. So we're going to do that. It doesn't have much of like an animation except for the flower portion on the floor here. You see they kind of tap their foot and then it does that. So it will make the plant grow into the next life state. So we'll just do it one more time. We'll go to make plant grow. They kind of tap their foot. I guess it like sends like an energy, and yeah, it makes it go to the next life state. So now it's at great quality instead. So that's one feature. The next thing I'm going to show is a very small portion of the mod. It basically allows your plant sim to sort of teleport places without needing a cheat to do it. You click emerge here like I showed, and they will eventually, in the spot that you clicked on, they will emerge from the ground. And this is sort of the same animation, I think, when they photosynthesize. If you're not familiar with that, they use that. They can get energy from that. So that's that. Yeah, they can teleport. Then while we're here, I'm actually going to show off this next portion of the mod. It's called plant creation. There's various types of plants they can create. There's two different sections here. You have create plant or create wildflowers. Let's show that first. We'll just do something simple like a daisy. So of course, like it says, your plant sim can create wildflowers in the spot that you clicked on specifically. So they kind of like tap their foot like they showed before, and they'll just create. In the show here, it made a daisy wildflower, but there are other things that they can do, and it's creating certain plants. With the creating certain plants, there are some things from the store that you would need, of course, in order for it to work. So if you don't have those, I don't think it'll show up or it won't work. Now, I personally do have a cow plant from the store, so I'm going to show that, and let's see how it works. And it's a fully grown cow plant. A fully grown cow plant, and she can just go interact with it now. They don't have to grow it or anything. You have to place it down, because I don't even think you can grow cow plants, but you place them down. It's an object. So now you can do that. Hopefully she doesn't die when she does this. There we go. Good cow plant. I think we'll also just show one more plant. Now I think I'm going to do something a bit larger. Maybe the pink heathers. I'm not sure how big those are. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So this is really cool in my opinion, because you don't have to like purchase landscaping if you want your sim to be able to have like a fully landscaped house. So if you have, let's say, a plant sim in your household, or you know, just one plant sim, they can literally create an entire landscaping around their home or an area without you having to like go into edit town mode, or without you having to like place it down and spend money, which I think is really cool. Now while we're here, there's a bunch of sims, so sorry Susie, you will be one of our victims here. There's a couple of things you can do. Now let's take a look first at Zombify. I think you can kind of get a hint of what this allows your sim to do. But there we go. They plop into the ground and they come back out as a zombie. There you go. Now with this, of course, you would need to have the supernatural expansion pack, because zombies, I believe, came with that expansion, and that's the animation that comes with zombies. So as you can see, she is now a zombie. So she can literally, you can make an entire apocalyptic town basically, like for a short period, because it is still only temporary, the feature. It doesn't keep them as a zombie forever. But I think that's a pretty funny feature. I think everyone's getting a little suspicious of her. They're kind of maybe questioning her. But let's see while we're here. So we have a couple of things here with the spores. So spores has 4 different interactions that you can do. This one will attack Sims with insects, pretty much. This one will allow them to sleep. So we'll click on this right here. We won't do the most intense, horrible spore feature, but of course, someone did that. They sneeze, and she is going to pass out. There you go. So yeah, that's one of them. So if you saw, she kind of blew them a kiss, which I think is kind of an animation that's already a part of being a plant sim. So they kind of took that animation and turned it into this other feature, which I think is cool because you kind of have more powers with that. And it's kind of funny because she's kind of like seducing them with her power, like her flower kiss thing. And I did make her also flirty and stuff too, just because I felt like it kind of went with that. But yeah, I just think it's funny. Now I do have her back at her house for a reason, because I wanted to have her do the next feature of this mod, which is to summon a sim. So you have to click on your Plantsim, and there will be a button that says summon sims. You can choose up to 4 different sims to summon at a time. We'll only do one because she doesn't really know too many, but we'll just do Morida. I'm sorry for saying her name wrong. Morida. And yeah, she taps her foot on the ground. And there we go. It takes a moment, but the sim submerges. The sim emerges from the ground. So I think we caught her at a moment maybe when she was working out, or she was at work maybe? I don't know. Sorry to interrupt your day. But yeah, so that's a part of that. Now I think I'll just show like one more thing from this, because if you click on the sim, it's like a specific thing that's there. But you can release brain enhancing spores on self, which that was part of the spore thing that I showed before, but of course it's going to be on the plant sim themselves, so they can basically allow themselves to learn skills faster this way. And I think from that, the feature was actually used from Genies, if I'm not mistaken, the animation they used. But yeah, she is dehydrated, which means that she can die. So let's have her go take a bath. That's one thing that they note. If you keep doing this until they're dehydrated, they will die from dehydration, like a regular plant would. So you have to be careful, because if you keep using the powers and they don't have a water source nearby, like the ocean, a pool, or the bath or shower, then they will have the Grim Reaper come pay a little visit to them. But yeah, and they have this moodlet here. So we have Unicorn's Blessing. So as you can see, it does use specific things from the Supernatural pack. So there won't be brand new moodlets that are attached to this mod when it comes to certain things. Like Hive Mind is from the University pack, which makes sense. And that has to do with them being able to have their brain boosted and learn skills faster, which is a part of that pack. And that's what she used with the brain boosting, like, spores that she, like, put on herself. And then for the Unicorn's Blessing, wow, what a great feeling. Ivy should be able to accomplish a lot of this, a lot more with this blessing. Just look at her. So it says it's from admiring herself, but I think it had to do with the specific spore. It kind of just like attaches the moodlet to them. And that will be the end of this mod overview. I hope you enjoyed this. There will be a link in the description of my video for you to check out this mod if you want to download it. And yeah, just make sure you read the instructions and things like that, and you should be good to go. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you haven't already. As you can see, she cheered for that, so don't forget to make this plant sim Ivy Vines happy. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good one, and take care. Bye!